It was a story of the century when Brigitte Macron came under fire because of Candace Owens. Candace Owens started investigating the Macrons, specifically Brigitte Macron, where she claimed that Brigitte Macron was born a man and she changed to a woman, amongst other allegations, including that Brigitte Macron is probably the dad or allegedly the dad of or a relative of Emmanuel Macron. So this was an entire situation which was pretty fired up worldwide. Everybody was hooked onto it. Then the Brigitte Macron decided to make the thing even bigger by filing a lawsuit against Candace Owens, and the whole thing went nuclear. After that lawsuit, Candace Owens developed a part two, and she was on the part two of that story when Charlie Kirk was. So after that happened, she has been on a rampage trying to investigate what she calls investigation of the Charlie Kirk assassination. And now suddenly she thinks or believes that the Charlie Kirk situation is tied to the Brigitte Macron situation. Guys, I know, clutch your purse. I am clutching mine too. This whole thing, according to her, is a multinational, Lord, an international coup or situation where we have military from everywhere coming together just to stop Candace Owens from investigating Brigitte Macron's, whether she has a V or a P. And my question is, if she has a V or a P, and then why did they go to end Charlie, not you who was doing it? Even if, given that you're telling us that Charlie called you. Anyway, guys, let's look at the update she has given us because she told us yesterday that she's not letting this thing go. So the update she left yesterday night is, I have informed people in the federal government and the White House of the France and Israeli assassination plot, and I am willing to provide full details as well as the name of assassins and international accounts in France and Canada through which money was exchanged. Beyond that, I have shared more information about with the public regarding the Brigitte story I was investigating at the time of Charlie's assassination. This is all available on my Instagram stories. Given that if you go to that Instagram story now, you'll not find it. Thank God some of us screenshot it. Let's go through it. We are snooping around. We are the mommy sleuths. Let's go. Because I am certain that French Foreign Legionnaire, a military unit made up of multinational FYI, were involved in Charlie's assassination, I feel that it is urgent that I share the following information with the public. Let's go, girl. We start with the question, what is it about Brigitte Macron that required Charlie Kirk, followed by Sergio Gore and Donald Trump, to personally call me and ask me not to further investigate her? Dun 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 dun. Candace, are you telling us that Charlie Kirk wanted you to stop the investigation into whether Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron, whether Brigitte had a P or a V? So are we saying now that Charlie Kirk is one of the people who did not like you finishing the investigation, girl? Okay, let's go. At the time, it seemed absurd, funny almost. Sergio Gore was pretty fired up about it. But why? Why is it the story of a man cross-dressing as a first lady in France apparently the biggest state secret of all? Please, guys, like this video, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nemo, and we are just a few friends who come together and gossip. But we like to gossip important things because there are things that help us to learn, laugh, and move on with life. Let's get on to it. Let's continue this story time of Candace. As most of you are aware, we had been investigating the plausibility that while living as a man, Brigitte was involved in MK Ultra experiments here in the United States during his missing years in the military. We are further confused by Brigitte's family and origin story. Yep, there we go. Next part. The story told to the public, for those of you that don't know, is that Brigitte Trocneau hails from a family of generational chocolatiers from Amiens, a bakery that has been running since the 1980s. We received a tip that the story was impossible. The person claimed and presented solid historical evidence that Amiens came under heavy bombardment during World War II. That the Nazis had occupied Amiens and that the original chocolatiers could not have kept their doors open selling macarons during this time. That they couldn't have opened their doors selling macarons during this aspect. Candace is so funny. When her writing Candace is very interesting to me. I like writing Candace. Talking Candace, no. Mm-mm. Writing Candace could be my comedian. She cracks me up. She says, we came across documentation which revealed that after World War II, a family in Bamberg, Germany, with the last name Trockno was transported to Amiens as refugees. Rene Trockno was the name of one of those individuals. Okay, girl. I had begun to wonder if it were possible that actually Brigitte's lineage was German. Wow, girl. German? Okay. As we know, as Americans, after World War II, the CIA began Operation Paperclip, where they gave new identifications to Nazi scientists and inserted them into our government. Therefore, it was at the very last, it was at the very least compelling theory that Brigitte's family could have actually been Nazi scientists, and that was the biggest state secret worth protecting. So Brigitte is no longer French. Now she is possibly German. Okay, let's go. Keep going. Again, this was in the early, it was in early August, and I had in no way confirmed this. It was just a theory I was working on, researching, and open on being debunked on. Are you sure, girl? Candace? I'm not sure you like being debunked because you will never accept you were debunked. Even if you were caught live telling a lie, you will look for a way to wiggle yourself out. I said what I said. Okay. My main questions were, what happened to Rene Trockno of Amiens? Who was Rene Trockno in Bamberg, Germany? And what did he do? Can we prove that Rene is related to Brigitte? Well, can you? It is all the more compelling, of course, that this could combine the MK Ultra Stanford University angle that we had been prodding. And then, and don't forget, in Brigitte's lawsuit against me, she had mentioned MK Ultra a jaw dropping 18 times. Candace, if we were to go through your episodes of you discussing it on your channel, you would have mentioned it a jaw dropping maybe 200 times. It doesn't imply anything. Her mentioning in the lawsuit is because you were also mentioning it when you were talking about her. Come on, girl. She likes to bring in the most mundane things and just make them into some jaw droppings at a place. It was a shocking overreaction to me, having merely mentioned, she likes to say, I was just merely mentioning the Catholic thing. And now we had Operation Mocking Pastor and Mocking Influencers. Candice, overreaction to me, having merely mentioned that her alleged birthday also happens to be the day the MK Ultra program was born. Why do you keep mentioning it still? It is not like those who were born on the 25th who believe in Jesus Christ become automatically Jesus' children or Jesus's because they were born on the 25th. Okay? Or it's not because anyone who was born on the day that some serial killer was born means they are now serial killers. Please, lady, calm down. For those of you who do not know, the precursor to MK Ultra was a Nazi program known as Project Monarch. To this day, our government, which loves condemning everyone as a Nazi, scrambles and lies to protect and hide the fact that this Nazi program existed. Why? Did we bring its authors over during Operation Paperclip? Okay. Of note, Project Monarch was a government program which abused children. As those of you who are in my book club know, per author Jeffrey Mason, who was the assistant director of Sigmund Freud's archives and was slated to be the next director, Sigmund Freud and his abusive associates in Vienna, Berlin, and Paris had acknowledged that this trauma was a way to manufacture and control a future psychopath. I will spare you the details, but suffice it to say that parents were intentionally harming their own children, and it was happening a lot across Vienna and Paris in particular. This is a part of history that has been intentionally buried. I strongly advise everyone to read The Assault on Truth for further context. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Back to our Brigitte narrative. We're happy you could bring us back, girl. After raising this interesting point regarding Brigitte's family chocolate business publicly, I then received another tip. Okay, this is the tip. Let's read it. And these tips. Brigitte Macron's family worked for Balther, the precursor of the IR gun, which in itself is a precursor to the Mossad. I have information about this. As you know, Brigitte Macron was allegedly born Brigitte Marie Claude Trocnot in Amiens, France. The family is the owners of the five-generation chocolatier Trocnot. Now you rightfully ask why the factory of Trocnot, and it was a huge chocolate factory. How come it survived? Well, I can tell it was a little thing called the Juden rat. This story was huge in Israel. They never came, they never could keep it. You locked back in the 50s. Ben Gura was involved there. Jubustinsky Google that. Aharonson with the Rothschild. This is all verifiable. Long story short, they got them immunity, and later Balther first and later the Mossad and Levi Iskov, Yikskov, Shamir used Brigitte as a way to spy on the French president. Just Google Mirage and Israeli planes during a boycott by Charles de Gaulle just before the 1967 war, then check how Mossad agents got the plans for those fighter jets. Huh. Candice, I hope you will not believe this tip, because if you believe this tip is going to if you believe this tip is going to be confusing, given the one you've just given us before, girl. Anyway, let's read what she continues to say. She says, I would like to be clear again that I have not confirmed that tip, but Brigitte. Guys, writing Candice is a fun thing for me. I like writing Candice. She cracks me up. I have not confirmed that tip, but Brigitte having a connection to Israel somehow would make sense given the protection he is afforded and the extraordinary lens taken to guard something so obvious like her true gender. Candice, I thought we just agreed before that you told us and we agreed that she's German from Nazi family. Or are you telling us that these are Germans that left from Germany to Israelite, then they were sent to France? Okay, let's keep going. It's okay, let's keep going. They seem willing to kill over this secret, which signifies to me that her true lineage is from a powerful family. Israel is the only nation that I feel has the pull to demand that Trump call me. It is also the nation that will have had Sergio Gore call me and Charlie Kirk. So Candace Owens is telling us that after she discovered that Brigitte had a penis and she was investigating that penis to know about that devilish family she comes from, there are three people who wanted to stop that investigation. Top on that list, Donald Trump. Second person, Sergio Gore. Third person, Charlie Kirk. So those of you who are still saying that Candace is seeing Charlie as the love of her life, okay guys, keep telling me that. All right. I will keep assuming that's what you people believe. Candace. What I am utterly confounded by is the unnecessary deceit. If Trump had simply called me and said, Brigitte is a state asset and we need you to protect that information at this time as a matter of national security, I would have done it. Lie. Objection. Objection. Lying to the court. Candice, objection. The weakness is lying to the court. Objection, gang. Fat lie. Ta. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mommy, now. Ah, Mom, I've told you before, we know you like flirting with us. Flirt with us, but don't flirt dangerously. When you flirt dangerously like that, it makes us feel like you're trying to do something, girl. Come on, Candy baby. You know for a fact that you wouldn't have. Now, let me explain to you why she wouldn't have. What excuse did they bring to her? Let me, and she even says it here. Instead, I was told that Macron's feelings were hurt and that he didn't want to negotiate an end to the Ukraine war because his wife was upset. Let me ask you one thing. They told Candice, according to what she's telling us, they told her that the war in Ukraine is at stake here. And please hold off on this thing so that we can have this negotiation drawn up, because if you can stop this so we can save the children in Ukraine and those in all the places that are dying due to this war, it did not move her. Candice is telling me that that did not move her. But if they had told her that, hey, this is a state asset and this is a matter of national security, a much vaguer situation which has no emotional ties to her, that doesn't give present to her no urgency, she would have taken them serious. Candice would have come with the blow, she would have come out guns blazing with that story if they had dared that to her. What? Candice would have given us the tea in 4K immediately. In fact, she would have had a recording of that cup given to us if that was the case, because they actually presented to her something that has something, a real thing, and she said, oh no, why would I do that? Okay, why would I do that? And she says the government factory setting seems to be demand, control, gaslight, and kill. Huh. Seem very familiar to someone else. Anyways, I wanted to share all of this information publicly because the French and Israeli assassination information, which I shared with the federal government, I am realizing is the story of Brigitte Macron, which I stumbled upon quite innocently. It's about a lot more than a trans woman who groomed an Emmanuel Macron. I'm sorry, this woman cracks me up. Her writing self is most interesting. You see her talking self? No, I can't stand it. She has this smack she does with her mouth. I don't know how it is. It annoys me so much. I don't know what it is. I don't know why she does it a lot. She never used to do it a lot. Suddenly she does it a lot. Are we sure that's the same Candace? Seems like a different person. And she says, and I wonder if things could have been done differently if Charlie had shared with the public who exactly he thought was going to ill him in the 24 hours leading to his death. He expressed this to multiple people in his inner circle, and he didn't inform the public. I wish so badly he had told me directly. I always tell you guys, let Candice talk, and she will tell you the truth. Candice has been swearing up and down the street how she is best friends with Charlie Kirk. I want to ask you. So, if you are best friends with someone, you are not part of their inner circle, huh? I'm just asking for a friend, not for myself. It's not for me. Because I believe people's inner circle are made up of their best friends too. Unless I'm wrong, let me know. He didn't share with the public, yes. And according to you, what you're telling us and confirming yourself, and you have told us on your show, and you have also said it even on your show that he never said that information to you. I know she mentioned on her show that Charlie had said that to 3 people who were close to him. And now you're saying that he had expressed it on multiple people in his inner circle. And you were never told that. Are you sure you're his best friend, darling? Because that's what you've been telling us out in the streets. You're his best friend. You wish so bad he had told you directly. George, your woman is out in the streets wanting so many things so bad. Are you sure that? Are you sure that? I'm just asking questions, George. Where are you? Vous êtes où, monsieur George? Je vous demande parce que ta femme est ici dehors. And now let's have another update from Candice. She says, when everything is said and done and the public learns that Macrons allegedly, huh? Moved $1.5 million for my assassination. How will the world respond? Allegedly? Honey, you told us it was c'était scellé. Unless I'm reading this wrong, let me go back to the original thing. You said here that they have done it complete, signed and sealed. You have the paper trail. This is it. I am told the payments of the assassinations are running through the Club de Sang in France. This means there is a paper trail. There is no official response from the Elysee Palace because what I have shared is true in capital letters. I have evidence to support my claims. I have even names. They are likely trying to figure out where the leak came from. You have everything, right? So why is it now allegedly, Candace? It shouldn't be alleged. If you have everything, it shouldn't be alleged. What is interesting here is that Candace Owens will change her story every 2 to 3 minutes. Hey, the rain is falling heavily. Are you sure? Let me see. The rain seems to have fallen yesterday. Really? But according to the weather, yesterday was dry. Well, you know what? Forget about it. Let's move on to the sunshine now. Now, she also has another update 5 hours ago. She says, our show will be off this week. As an update, both the White House and our counterterrorism agencies have confirmed receipt of what I have reported publicly. And when she says confirmed receipt of what she has reported, it's not that they have confirmed that the story is true. They have confirmed receiving her complaint, please. Emmanuel Macron attempted to organize my assassination. Wait, attempted to organize? I thought you said it was organized, confirmed, and everything. Now is you see what I'm telling you guys, Candace? It rained. The next minute is I heard it rain or I saw pictures of rain. Next minute is let's forget about it. Let's move to sunshine. Because this is it now. She's calling, before she said it's alleged. Now she is saying that attempted organizing. But before she said they organize everything, money paid, transfers, everything. She has proof. Also, I will state that the French legionnaires were involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, but they did not act alone. For all of you who doubted my claims, you can now look for the president of the United States and our intelligence communities to issue a statement to confirm whether I am telling the truth. Well, Candy baby, the way you are sounding now, it seems like you're starting to reduce the severity of your claim before. I think in a few minutes, she will just say that we are the ones who interpreted what she was saying. She did not mention Macrons. Maybe she will say she was talking about Macrons. the Candice. Well, under this statement where she says, I would like us to look at some comment section, the comment section under this one where she says, allegedly $1.5 million. She says, when everything is said and done and the public learns that Macron's allegedly moved $1.5 million for my assassination, how will the world respond? Emily Austin under says immediately, we will add this to your list of lies. It has 313,000 likes. No, 690 likes, 26 shares, 313,000 views, and 355 comments. Another one says, be careful, Candice. Macron's had specific orders how he wanted it done. Then they have a baguette. Why? And then her fans, some of them say, protect Candace Owens. Another person say, why do you call his wife a man? That was maybe the start. Chicks on the right says, why say allegedly? Thank you, Chicks on the right. Exactly what I'm asking. Why is she now calling it allegedly? If you have evidence, you earlier said that you were willing to provide full details as well as the name of the assassins and international accounts in France and Canada through which money was exchanged. That doesn't sound alleged. That sounds more like you have all provable information at the ready. Why did you file a second motion to dismiss the Macrons lawsuit against you when you assured your audience you have no intentions of dismissing it? And up to today, she has still not said a word about dismissing that lawsuit. That comment alone has 1,000 likes. Yeah, let me add mine to it because that's a very beautiful comment. State what? Another person says, no one can say my sources are wrong if I refuse to give away all my sources. With that one, we can end this live today. We can end this today. All right, guys, that was so funny an update. I just thought to bring you guys that small update. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And before I go, I would like to talk to somebody. Candace, go inside the house and call George for me. In Africa, we have this thing. When there is a certain situation that is so serious, when the elders of the village come to the compound, they tell the kids to go inside. They tell the wife to bring the husband outside, and everybody close the door and stay inside. George, I asked you before, why are you just sitting and watching your wife go through this, doing this? If this is actually true, like you're saying, why don't you find your connections with your father and the British intelligence and other means to protect your family? You're letting her run amok online, going crazy. George, enter the house, turn off the Wi-Fi. Turn off the Wi-Fi, make a sandwich, give Candace, give the kids, you people sit down and have something quiet in peace without all of this drama online. There are days or times when you need to stay off. You remember when she came and dropped the things I've discovered in the past week are things to burn the whole house down, and said Charlie was betrayed by everybody. We knew that everybody was inside, including Erica Kirk, right? Everybody includes Erica Kirk, right? When she came back, Erica Kirk she had nothing to give us. I hope this is not one of those situations again, Candace. Because if you're genuinely in danger, I think you need to be taking a lot of precaution. I understand the sentiment of spreading the information out for people to know, so that even if someone has a hit on you, yes, I see that saying it online would make that person be careful. But also, you could just call a crazy person who has been planning this on you to do this to you, knowing that the world is going to blame someone else, especially if you're doing this as a stunt. Especially if you're pulling just a stunt here. George, are you just waiting for something to happen to your wife so you can come out like a happy widower? I know you and your wife don't agree on many things. I know. No wife or husband agree on anything. Husbands don't agree that after using the toilet, you should cover the toilet or put it down. But wives generally agree that. No, most husbands believe that cleaning the house means you pass a broom down is fine. But wives believe in deep cleaning. Most husbands believe that if you enter the bathroom and brush, you shouldn't bother cleaning a mirror. But most wives believe that. But there are things that when it comes to the safety of one of those spouses believe, and they come in accordance, and they have a deliberate belief in, okay, this is when we have to draw the line. This is where we agree on. It's not a matter of what you believe or what I believe. It's a matter of this is what is right. It's the same like when they say something is a matter of national security. Sometimes many people, they don't like that idea, don't like the situation, but they have to go along with it because it's a matter of national security. When it's a matter of your home, your family, George, don't you love your wife? The wife who gave you those 4 beautiful kids, who is willing to give you 12 if you want her to? Don't you think this is time you do something about this? Get her in check. Get her inside. Turn off the Wi-Fi. Take the phone away. No Twitter, X, whatever they call it. No Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, none of that for now. Let her look for measures to keep herself and the children safe, with you as well. Or is it that you just don't care? Let us know. So we know how we are walking around. We know that, okay, Candace, you're on your own here. If something happens to you, trust me, that man, he don't care.